Welcome back to Everyday English Stories. Today's episode, The Balcony Garden, follows one stubborn patch of concrete and the quiet transformation it undergoes over a single summer. After the story, we'll unpack 6 useful words and expressions. Let's begin. For the better part of a decade, Rosa's balcony had languished as a bare concrete afterthought, home to nothing but a broken chair. She had long since filed herself under hopeless with plants, a verdict she repeated with suspicious frequency. On a luminous April Saturday, she drifted through the weekly market, ostensibly in search of bread. Instead, she found herself rooted before a stall overflowing with seed packets, each promising effortless abundance. The stallholder, sensing hesitation, assured her that cherry tomatoes were all but foolproof. Somewhat against her own judgment, Rosa left with tomato seeds, a pot of basil, and an unwieldy sack of compost. At home she unearthed 3 weathered wooden crates and pressed them into service as planters. She sowed the seeds with the exaggerated care of someone handling something precious. A dutiful morning watering ritual quickly established itself, coffee in one hand, jug in the other. When a full week yielded nothing but damp soil, her old verdict began to reassert itself. She caught herself rehearsing the story of yet another failed experiment. Then, on a drizzly Tuesday morning, a procession of delicate seedlings breached the surface. The surge of pride she felt was, she admitted, wildly disproportionate to the achievement. Sam, her neighbor, whose own balcony verged on botanical excess, observed her progress with quiet amusement. "They're starved of light," he offered diplomatically, nodding at the pale stems. Rosa reshuffled the crates until they basked in every available hour of afternoon sun. Under Sam's unhurried mentorship, she gradually learned to interpret her plant's vocabulary. Drooping foliage signaled thirst, yellowing margins betrayed her tendency to overcompensate. By midsummer the balcony had assumed the character of a small, industrious ecosystem. Trusses of green tomatoes fattened steadily beneath a canopy of yellow blossom. Then, one sultry evening, a storm swept in with almost theatrical timing. Torrential rain strafed the railings while gusts flattened the young stems. Without ceremony, Rosa and Sam ferried the crates indoors, trailing water through the kitchen. Remarkably, every plant weathered the ordeal intact. In August, the first tomato ripened to a deep, unapologetic crimson. Rosa harvested it with mock solemnity and halved it with Sam on the spot. It was comically small and utterly delicious, tasting faintly of vindication. Emboldened, she hosted an impromptu balcony supper of salad, warm bread, and torn basil. Conversation and laughter drifted between the balconies late into the evening. Surveying the scene, Rosa conceded that her verdict on herself had been premature. The grayest corner of her flat had, almost imperceptibly, become its beating heart. And that concludes today's story. Now, let's unpack 6 words and expressions worth adding to your active vocabulary. Word number 1, languish. Languish means, to be neglected and fail to flourish. In the story, Rosa's balcony had languished as a bare concrete afterthought. Word number 2, foolproof. Foolproof means, so simple that it cannot go wrong. In the story, he assured her that cherry tomatoes were all but foolproof. Word number 3, sow. Sow means, to plant seeds in the ground. In the story, she sowed the seeds with exaggerated care. Word number 4, mentorship. Mentorship means, guidance from a more experienced person. In the story, under Sam's unhurried mentorship, she learned quickly. Word number 5, torrential. Torrential means, falling extremely heavily, of rain. In the story, torrential rain strafed the railings. Word number 6, weather. Weather means to survive something difficult. Here, it is used as a verb. In the story, every plant weathered the ordeal intact. Excellent work staying with the story to the end. One suggestion: revisit this episode tomorrow. A second listen is where new vocabulary truly settles in. We release a new episode every day, so do subscribe. Until tomorrow.